Hello, everyone. I have scabies still, I think. I'm itching so bad. The itching got worse. But I'm trying not to itch it because I put cream on it to kill the bugs, and hopefully the bugs have died now. And maybe the reason I'm itching all over is because the bugs are exercising their last attempts to stay alive. Or they're just squirming around in pain because I've put stuff on them to kill them. Imagine being one of them. That'd be horrible. Joseph Soros, thank you so much for subscribing. Joseph, your painting is done. And I will probably be able to send it out to you in a couple days. But it's still wet. That's the issue. Oil painting takes literally okay, technically you're supposed to wait 6 months for the oil painting to dry before you varnish it. And then the varnish itself has to dry for months as well. But I have looked into this. What's happening with my bangs? Why is my computer making such noises? The seals are making, I don't even know. That mosquito's still in your room. It's not even a mosquito. Well, maybe he is in here as well. Wait, let me put up the board. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I'm looking for something to clean the board off with. Oh, perfect. After May should be good. I travel a lot and in no rush to get it. Really, Joseph? So, when would be a good time for me to send it? Because I could I could try to speed it up and it could... Hold on. Let me try something. Oh, yeah, that paint's wet as hell. Oh my gosh, yeah. Okay, this is like gonna take a week to dry. Oh, but Joseph, wait, hold on. Here you go, Joseph. I revealed this yesterday because I finished it yesterday. But what do you think, Joseph? What do you think of it? I'm gonna put acrylic on the sides. Because Brian, thank you so much for subscribing. I will put you on the board. You and Joseph going on the board. Yeah, guys, I paint a little bit. It's funny because I haven't painted in so long. I actually haven't painted in so long, like maybe over a year, that none of my friends who haven't been friends with me for over a year, like all my friends that I developed in the past year, ever since I moved back to Maryland last year, none of them know that I do art. And when I said I was going to do art, they were like, what? I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to start doing paint streams again. And they're like, you paint? And I was like, yeah, I paint. And then they're like, okay. And you're like, what? They didn't know that I paint, guys. Guys, I feel like that's so crazy because that was like my entire personality for like decades. That was my whole personality for so long. So it's so weird to to realize that like none of my friends that I got since I moved here, or moved back here, none of them know that I paint because I haven't painted in so long. That's so funny. I leave again on June 6th. I will leave May 13th and not return till June. For a rave? Oh, that sounds so fun. I can send it, genuinely, I could send it like June 1st. And that'll actually give it proper time to dry. And it should get there. Well, I don't know. Sometimes I send paintings to you guys, and you guys get it legitimately the next day, and it really freaks me out. I'm like, wait, how are you guys getting the painting so fast? Because UPS will be like, oh yeah, it'll be there like in 2 weeks. And then you guys are like, I just got your painting, and it was like the next day, and I'm like, wow, they're magic. They really, they got that right too, you guys. So, yeah, guys, my painting, I'm so proud of it. I've actually had some thoughts about this painting that I'm not a fan of parts of it. Like, I can only see where I made mistakes. But at the end of the day, like this is one of my favorite paintings I ever did, so. My neck is just, you remember, guys, for the longest time, I was like, guys, my neck hurts. I don't know what's going on. Like, every stream, I was like, ow! And then all of a sudden my arm stopped working because I got a pinched nerve. Okay, let me put this away. You guys may have noticed that I'm getting some cake. Yes, calm down, guys. Calm down. It's just the leg routine I've been hitting. Not that anyone has commented about that, but you know, I'm developing some wedding cakes back there. You could say I'm somewhat of a baker. Wait, I thought scabies doesn't go away ever. That might be scurvy. I don't know. My brothers were telling me it never goes away, but it actually does go away. You might be thinking of scurvy. You're real. I thought you were AI. I wish I was AI. And then I would just delete myself. Sorry. Oh, let me get the board. I never put your names on the board. Today I would delete if I was AI, I would self-destruct myself today. Actually, the past couple weeks, guys, I feel so... Ugh. Guys, I feel so, like... Why do I feel like... Okay, this is not true. But, like, I'm getting, like, in one of those moods where I'm like, wow, life is so hard. Leech, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much, Leech, for subscribing. I'm gonna put you on the board. Someone asked me what the board is for. The board, anyone who subscribes goes on the board. Or if you, like, donate $5 or send 500 bits, then I'll put you on the board. So, draw a smiley face on the board. I could put anything you want on the board, I guess. Joseph, while you're here, can you vouch for my tarot card readings and birth chart readings? Because I made a place for you guys to get birth chart and tarot card readings from me, but I need someone who's actually gotten them to leave a review in the chat. Thank you so much, Joseph Solis. Draw a board on the board. Is that what you want for? I will for your name. Oh, life's hard, but it's harder when you're stupid. I feel like stupid people have it so much easier, actually. Like there's so much that they don't have to think about. I feel like it's the stupid people who make me think, wow, life is hard. Because it seems so easy for you guys. Because you don't have to think so much as the rest of us have to. I don't even think that I'm that much different than a stupid person. Yeah, I do tarot card readings, guys. I started doing it. And I made a little thing on my passes. You do not even have to subscribe to my passes. But you'll be able to get it. I set it up like Cameo. Original Mind! Thank you so much! I'm new. Put me on the board. Do it. Okay, I got you. I'm putting you on the board. Thank you so much for the bits. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Can you do exorcisms too? I've never, thought about that. I feel like maybe I could if I really put my mind to that. Wait, who was the person who subscribed? Was it Bryant? It was Joseph and then Bryant. Okay, yeah, it was Bryant. Bryant, Joe, Chevy, putting you on the board. Yes, and Leech. Certainly will not forget about Leech. Guys, it's Melissa's birthday today! And it was a horrible birthday for her, like every year was. Guys, can I tell you about Melissa's? But let me tell you about Melissa. Let me tell you stories. Someone said, tell me a story. Lawrence asked to tell a story. I will tell stories. And I think I'll start telling stories about Melissa perchance because, it's her birthday. She had a bad day, per usual. Leech 131. How do we do a tarot card reading? You can do exclamation mark custom. Let's see if that works. And then that will take you to my passes link for custom videos. And you can get, you could do anything on there really. Like, okay. Do not be afraid by the $200 thing, guys. That is for like an extremely in-depth video request from me. For like a very in-depth birth chart reading. That's like, and by the way, keep in mind, $200 might sound like a lot, but it's like 3 hours, guys. I'm telling you, I put 3 hours of work into it. The video that you get is like an hour. I put 2 hours of analysis and notes into it, and then I give you an hour video, okay? Don't be afraid by the $200 thing. I actually made it pretty cheap, guys, I promise. Like, cheap compared to what other people do, because I'm not, like, pro. I'm just out here being kind of silly. not silly. I don't know. I take it seriously if it's tarot card and birth chart. Okay, guys. Only crayons. And $200 would do a backflip whilst making a cheese toasty. Honestly, okay. If you guys want me to do a backflip, I would. I learned that I can do a backflip yesterday. Leech, and then who else will need to go? Original Mind. Original _minds. Guys, we have like 2.5 or 3 weeks worth of content up on passes. I have daily videos over there. If you guys want to see daily little things from me, go check out my passes. I mean, I'm calling it pass. Can we call it Carmaxlla verse or something like that's like cooler? But I don't know about Carmaxlla verse. Guys, thank you so much. Thank you, Joseph. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Leach. Thank you to Original Mind. Thank you all so much. Thank you, guys. I know it's so hot and there's no AC in my house right now. What the hell is Pass? This is like a Patreon. It's like extra content. It's just like content that like, okay, I was feeling like I had so much more content that I could make, but I'm like, well, it doesn't really go on character. Like, what if I want to like vent about something or tell a story that like if someone saw it, they'd be mad. Like, I will let her hosen. Thank you for giving us up to Melissa. Thank you so much, Melissa. Thank you so much for giving a sub to Melissa. I'm gonna put you on the board. Thank you for giving a sub to my best friend of Oat. I wear leather hosen. You know, like, I hate so much about, like, my personality. You know, like, my, like, most annoying thing? I don't even know if I would like it if it was the other way around. I don't even know what I want for myself, really. KP Cluckin', thank you so much for, subscribing. 42 months. KP Cluckin', oh my gosh. Hi, Shay in chat, what's up? Waking Up Crying, thank you for subscribing. Waking Up Crying, oh my gosh, guys. Thank you so much. Okay, KP Cluckin' going on the board. KP Cluckin'. Let's do orange. I feel orange right now. How the fuck you guess scabies you fight in World War I? You fought you got trench foot too? I don't even know if I have scabies. They just don't know what it is. And it's like bug bites appearing all over me. And like and Josh has it, Martin has it, Jasmine has it, the whole world has it. Everybody has it that I know all of a sudden. And I think like even like all of my friend group has like this weird like bug bite thing. Is it bed bugs? I don't know. But it's like, no, it's not bed bugs, because it's like more persistent than bed bugs, if that makes sense. Because no matter what bed we sleep in, we get it. It's from climbing. It has to be from climbing, because Josh and Martin started it. Waking Up Crying going on the board. Waking up crying. Meow 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 meow. Thank you so much, Waking Up Crying, KB Klecken, and Ivor Letterhosen. Let me know if I missed anybody. Please stop singing. What? What about my meow meow song? Ghost, I got the alcohol. And I drank it. Kevin, thank you for gifting for the dono. Thank you for gifting the dono, Kevin. And then after I drank it, I was like nauseous for 3 days straight. I forgot to take a picture. I feel so bad. I didn't even take a bit. I just got like obliterated and forgot. Like, genuinely, it was... Okay, so I'll describe the picture, okay? You've been ghosting me on Instagram. Oh my gosh, if you DM me on Instagram, my DMs are so cooked on Instagram. It's actually cooked. I have ghosted everybody. Probably even Lil Tracy too. Like, I'm trying to think of like who's the most popular person in my DMs. Yeah, I ghosted them. But like, everyone just got ghosted. I'm so sorry everyone is ghosted no matter who you are. I'm so sorry. Everybody. My DMs are just, and I open my DMs. I open and read people's DMs and I'm like, it's too much to respond right now. Oh my gosh. Cause I know just how to feel. Yeah, sorry, little Tracy. Sorry, everybody. Sorry, actually, everybody. Sorry, my mom. Seal Reels is actually iconic as fuck. I'll start emailing Loki, honestly. Okay, so the alcohol I got. I know this is not gonna sound like true, like true potential being, like, I know how this is about to sound, but hear me out. It got me obliterated. I found this wine that was 16% sweet wine, and it was bubbly, and I don't know what it was called. It was sweet wine, though. %16. Okay, picture it. And then Josh drank some of it, and I was so mad. Like, actually. I will literally, if I had 4 grains of rice, and we were in an imprisonment in World War II. We were imprisoned, and they fed me 4 grains of rice, and I had to feed it to myself, Jasmine, Martin, and Josh. I would eat 2 of the grains of rice and then give 1 to Martin and 1 to Jasmine, and Josh would have 0. That's how much I don't want to give Josh my wine, but he drank some of it. Your father-in-law is actually making wine? Okay, so then on top of that, I also got strawberry soju, which was quite yummy. But yeah, that was so amazing. And then technically, I mean, that's what I got with the money that you sent me, was soju and wine. And then I ended up I don't even know where this alcohol went. I got like $75 worth of alcohol that night. Thank you so much, not Kevin. I don't know where any of that went. I touched none of it. I have actually no idea. I misplaced a bunch of alcohol. I can't even imagine who even possibly has this at this. I'm kidding. I don't know where it went. I wonder if I just drank it. Maybe that's why I got obliterated. Maybe I started with the wine, and then I just drank a bunch of other things and finished everything. Maybe that's why I was throwing up off of wine. Soju's delicious. Karma has smallpox and polio. Your hair looks amazing today. Thank you! I washed it for once. I've been going through periods of, like, not washing my hair for 3 days straight, which is normal. I think that's how you're supposed to do it. It's just that, like, my hair gets so greasy that I, like, never wash it. No, wait, what? It gets so greasy that I always wash it. That's what I meant to say. Gosh, why am I making myself sound like a little gremlin? Treasury Department, Carmaxlla, I love you. I love you too. Guys, you know what my first language was? Sign language. No, not many people know that about me, but look, I used to be bilingual. I used to speak sign language and English a little bit. Both of those things. Black hair, Hispanic karma is the best karma. Thank you, Agricosm. I know, I was looking at my old pictures from when I was in Colombia with like black hair. And I was like, oh my gosh. I need to go back to having black hair. Like, maybe the era for these highlights is over. But maybe I should do that in the winter, I don't know. Or maybe I should do it in the summer because then I'll be tan and I won't look like Michael Jackson as bad. I looked really good on camera with black hair, but in real life I look like Michael Jackson. That's true. I didn't know Willem Dafoe was on Twitch. It's been a long time since I got a Willem Dafoe comment. It's been a long time since I've had to read a comment about me looking like Willem Dafoe. Can you do Michael Jackson real quick? I'm not that good at impersonating Michael Jackson unless I'm actually fully dressed up in the essence of him, and then I can conjure it. But like if I just look at myself and I look like me, then I can't really see. That was weak. Is it me or your pupils dilated? That is a comment that I've always gotten. Everyone says my pupils are dilated all the time. This is me looking in a direct light. No, the hole just goes all the way through the straw. Duh. Straws have holes in them? If a straw has one hole, that means a bottle has no holes, though. No, there's a hole in a bottle. How are you supposed to drink out of it? Speaking of sign language, I'm deaf and never learned sign language since I had access to hearing aids at a young age, but people assume I do. That's great that you got hearing aids. I had a friend with hearing aids, and he would beat me to a pulp. There's this one kid when I was a little kid who would beat me to a pulp every day that I breathed. Every day that I breathed. So one day, I got so mad. And by the way, every time he beat me to a pulp, it was privately when no one was looking. So one day, I was so mad that he beat me to a pulp that I wasn't really thinking. So, in that, like, who was around, I didn't have situational awareness. I just got so mad that of all the memories of him stomping me out, smacking me, throwing my head into the wall over and over and over and over. I was like a rag doll to this kid. Now, I get so mad. I'm reminiscing on recollecting all these memories of the brain damage this kid inflicted on me. So I start stomping on his feet uncontrollably. I couldn't stop stomping on his feet. I just started like heel to the bones of his foot over and over and over. I stomped on his feet. And then I took a step back and I stared him in the eyes. Quite like this. That's what you get for punching me. And then he walked over to me and he stomped on my foot loudest, hard as hell. He stomped on my foot over and over and over, and then I started screaming. And I was like, ah! And then all the adults came over and they were like, Carmaxlla, why did you stomp on his feet? And I was like, he stomped on my feet after. And then they were like, Carmaxlla, he wouldn't be stomping on your feet if you didn't stomp on his feet first. And I was like, but he keeps punching me. And nobody ever believed me that he punched me. And then anytime I retaliated, for some reason, my lack of situational awareness would lead me to only retaliate in front of other people. It felt like a nightmare I was living in. Nobody knew. Nobody knew that I was secretly fighting back. But it just looked like I was the aggressor every time. Beat Stomper ranked. What the hell? My friend just sent this to me. Guys, where is this? Is this the Zoomies poster that I've been in search of? I'm listening to the stream through my bone conduction hearing aids, which has Bluetooth, so the sound goes straight to my brain and it's kind of cool. What the hell? Genuinely, I never thought this as a possibility. My stream is going directly to your brain. The stream is at my stream. So every word that I say is going directly to your brain? I need to think about my words then. Because, like, if things are going directly to your brain, not even, like, through the filter of your ears, I really need to, like, make sure I don't say stupid things. I saw this clip of myself. I don't even remember saying it. I, like, burst out laughing because I was so taken aback. I was like, oh, it's like taking away a vagina from a gynecologist. Think before you speak, Carmaxlla. That was egregious. Don't... genuinely think before you speak. Yeah, I can hear things out loud. Hold on, my friend. I asked my friend, where is that? Mama, you look beautiful, Queen Maxilla. Thank you. Yeah. Oh my god, I feel like everyone is so mean now, guys, on TikTok. Like, about other people's appearances. Like, low-key, like I go into comment sections and people are being, like, so openly, like, mean about how people look. And it will be, like, normal-looking people. Like, not even ugly. Like, it's, like, normal. It's, like, okay, there's, like, it's, like, you would rather be, like, ugly or really hot. And if you're in between, like, ugly and really hot, then you're gonna get picked on the most. Because if you're actually ugly, people kind of give you, like, somewhat of a pass. Of, like, oh, they're ugly, like, we're not gonna pick on them. But then if you're, like, a little bit, like, in the middle of, like, perfect 10 or ugly, I guess, between there, your every feature of yours will be picked apart. And people will be, like, saying the meanest things. Oh my god, sorry, the scabies on my stomach hurts. I just need it to go away. Oh god, it's like here, and it's on my stomach, and it's on my ribs, and it's all over, like, on my legs, on my feet. I just, like, my feet are bleeding now, because I scratched them so much. Like, I'll take the scabies from you. I'll take all the scabies for everybody. Guys, imagine, like, living in the old days, like, in the 1600s, and nobody could help you if you got scabies. You just have to, like, actually exist with scabies. Have you tried hydrocortisone 1%? No. Oh shit, it's Michael Jackson. This is how I know I need a tan. Scabies sacrifice stream. I think I seen a pic of you before in TikTok content. Can you turn to the side for a second? No! No, I think you saw it. I think you saw it. That's all that needs to be said. I think you're right. I think you're right. Could it have this? Could it be this? Pic? Could the pic you're be speaking of look something like this? Guys, I'm so sad today. I don't think I have what it takes. Low-key. Something is wrong with me. This pic will be your eternal bully. There's so many more pics like that my friends take of me when I'm sleeping. They just haven't reached the internet yet. Don't not be sad. Sorry, my lips itched. How old is Melissa? She's 30 years old. Just kidding. She's 29 years old. Oh my god. Every birthday of Melissa's is horrible. And she would say like, oh, like boyfriends like usually ruin it for me. It's like my curse. That like every birthday it gets ruined by like a boyfriend or something or somebody. And then I was like, so last year I was like, well, you're single now, like, and you're with me for this birthday, and I'm like the queen of making birthdays fun for people. Like, I will do anything for you to have, like, I don't care if I actually have to go into debt. Like, I will do anything for your birthday to be like great. Okay, I will literally do anything for your birthday because birthdays are important to me. God, my bangs. Okay, birthdays are so important to me. So I'm like, Melissa, don't worry. You've come to the right person. I will break the curse for you. And so her birthday is allegedly going well. And I have all these plans. I planned it out. I made like a couple things into place for her birthday. Made a little itinerary, made a little plan. Got her a bunch of stuff. And then she overdosed. She is cursed. And I'm like, you know, girl, you are cursed. So can't help you with that. I like, girl, like, what next? What next? It seems there's just factors out of our control. Whatever you do, do not invite scabies to the birthday. She's lucky she's not with me now. I would just give her scabies. You watch her overdose for 2 days until you called her a doctor. I would say you're probably the worst person to hang out with. That is so messed up. That is actually so messed up. The reason I didn't even take her to the doctor was because every time I asked her to go to the doctor, which was the entire time from beginning to end, every time I was like, do you need to go to the doctor? I was like, I'm going to take you to the doctor. She like absolutely refused. She's like, no, do not take me to the doctor. I'm fine. Like, she actually refused every time. And then finally, the reason why, like, I forced her to go to the doctor was because, like, 2 days, like, the second day came and she, like, couldn't sleep. And I was like, girl, you need to be tranquilized. You need to sleep. Was it just bad? It was MDMA. Keep in mind, I'd never, ever in my life been around someone who is doing drugs. Like, ever. This was my first time witnessing it. My only reference point was movies. And she was acting how, like, actually my only reference point was, like, Euphoria. And she was acting like those people in the show. And I was like, oh, this is probably normal. And there was a point where it, like, obviously wasn't normal. And we had, like, Andres come over, and I was like, do we need to take her to the hospital? And I asked her, I was like, do we need to go to the hospital? And they're like, no, I think she'll be fine. Even Andres didn't think she needed to go to the hospital. And I just like genuinely had no like reference point for this, or like reference point for like what was supposed to happen. Oh, he has benign tumors. Actually, Lawrence, guess what? They were malignant, we learned. Haunted Tea Party stream tomorrow. But you were in LA. You were basically in the middle of the drugs. Well, I never saw anyone do drugs in LA. Like, genuinely. I don't think they would. I don't think anyone. I think it's better. I don't think anyone should invite me to doing drugs in LA. I talk too much, clearly. If you do drugs and you want it to be kept a secret, don't tell me. Oh my god, it's so bad. There's like someone. Yeah, just don't. Just don't. There was like someone in LA like doing drugs. And I didn't know who they were. I didn't know that they were famous. Oh my gosh. I just didn't know. Okay, yeah, I talk too much, and do not invite don't invite me. Don't invite me to those things. But other than like one person saying that they did, I never actually saw anyone do it. Or was around anyone doing it. I think you guys would be surprised. A lot of people think like all influencers do drugs. I don't think they do. Unless they just like kept that secret from me. But I really don't think that they do. I think like maybe like one or two people do it, and like you would never guess who it is. You would actually never guess. Like you would be like in shock. Because it's so like everyone who you thinks do it just doesn't. Why do you look like a toddler in a wig? Probably because my bangs look so dumb right now. Depends on the type of influencer. Yeah, I wouldn't say like the most popular influencers, whatever, like risk their reputation for that. Because the thing is, it's one of those things where like if you get caught doing something like that, it's like your reputation is like you're like it's like getting fired. You'll get canceled or something. Like your brands will like you'll stop being sponsored. So why risk it? Karma's already electric without drugs. Imagine if she started using cocaine, for example. She will explode. I know, that's another thing. Like I feel like I've already gotten to the point that most people need drugs to get to. In a lot of ways, like mentally. Take that as you will take it, but like I just feel like I'm already like there. Like I'm already like I listen to people talk about like their acid experiences or like shroom experiences, and I'm like, yeah, that is so relatable. I know exactly what you're talking about. And they're like, you do? And I'm like, yeah. And then I go on to explain like exactly what they're talking about, and they're like, oh my gosh, like how do you understand this? Like how do you know exactly like what like that is like? And I'm like, because my brain is just like somewhere else like all the time. My brain is just operates like that. That's just how my brain is. It's just built different in that way. And like I feel like any state of like drug use, I think that I'm fully confident in my ability to just meditate myself into that brain, into that state of mind. Without it, I'm pretty confident in my abilities to do that. Like you just gotta like meditate. You just gotta like talk to a tree and be don't talk for a few days and then trust you'll get to that point. Don't speak for a few days. And trust you will meditate into your way of feeling like you're on drugs. I swear. I could use a lobotomy. Maybe me too. Whatever you say, white lady. I got that Kurt Cobain type of mind frame. She's smarter than 10 drugs put together. Well, smart is a strong word. I would never abuse drugs. I will treasure them. I'm gonna take everything you say horrible seriously and not talk for multiple days. No, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Guys, I low-key... I talked about this on my passes. Because it's just too crazy. It's just too crazy to speak about. It's just too crazy. I went a little bit nuts. I wouldn't even say nuts because it was the best time of my life. When I was back in September, guys, I rolled out my spine, okay? I unclenched my spine. I unrolled the bones of my spine and decompressed my spine. Then all of a sudden just started like feeling like having these insane like spiritual like awarenesses. Like I just had like become aware of so much, and like then I wouldn't talk about it to anyone because I know how it's crazy it sounds, but I just went into this meditative state for like 2 months straight. And I was like, I can do anything. I can have anything that I want. And then I was like, I can meditate. I mean, I can manifest anything. And I just started manifesting all of this stuff. And I was like, wow. Wow. And then I was like, but it wasn't like manic. I was like completely calm. Everyone in my life was like, wow, Carmaxlla, this is the calmest we've ever seen you. And I was like, yeah. I do feel quite calm, but I wasn't speaking very much at all. But did you do anything? No. This happened like at the end of August to September. How do you unroll your spine? I decompressed it with like a foam roller like for hours. Yeah, my name is Carmaxlla. That's true. What do you think happened? Dude. I know exactly what happened. It's not even a mystery to me. But I dare not talk about it because it just sounds too crazy. And the only people who understand me are people who do drugs. So I don't even know what's wrong with me, actually. Like, at the end of the day, like, at the end of the day, it's just me and my thoughts that shouldn't be shared. If I want to stay free and not in a mental institution. Do you think you are Jesus? No. Carmaxlla is top-notch beast mode influencer. Don't comment like a bot in my chat. You're gonna make it look like I buy comments. Drugs and a foam roller. I aura farm my chi. Guys, I'm so sad. I didn't even want to stream. I almost did not stream. But guys, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna set up my stream and then I'm not gonna stream. Guys, this is how I trick myself into doing anything I seriously don't want to do. Like, when I didn't want to go to the gym, I would say to myself, I'm just gonna put on my gym clothes, drive to the gym, and then walk into the gym, get on the treadmill, and turn on the treadmill. And then from there, no expectation. I can walk right back out immediately. Like, just go. Just walk out. Like, start the treadmill and stop it and walk out. And so I tricked my brain into being so consistent at the gym, and I'm the most fit I've ever been in my life. Well, now, not really, because the past month I haven't... the past month doesn't matter. But, like, I started going to the gym last year very consistently. Because I was like, I'm just going to put on my clothes to go to the gym, drive to the gym, and walk into the gym. I don't even know it. I will walk right back out. I don't even need to do anything. Because if you put so much expectation on yourself to actually finish the task, it stresses your brain out. And so I was like so sad I didn't want to stream just now. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to go up into my room. I'm going to set up my stream, plug my camera in, turn on my mic, turn on my computer, open the window, get everything out. Close the window. And then I'm not going to click stream. And then by the time I did all that, I was like, wait, I'm going to stream now. Why not? I don't even know if I could do 20 push-ups, not gonna lie. The hardest part is leaving the house, though. Yeah, that's true. But then, if you think about it, the hardest part, if you, like, for your brain to wrap your mind around, is leaving the house and doing a 2-hour workout. It's like 2 humongous tasks. Like, they say starting is 50%. The first step is half of the work. Dude, both of those things. So then if you tell yourself, okay, then all I need to do is one step, 50% of the work. Use. I got slimed out. Oh. Sorry. My brain is all over the place. This is why I made like, there's so much that I wish that, like, the world worked in the way that, like, I could just, like, tell you guys every single thing on my brain right now. But I'm like, I feel like I shouldn't do that, because then there could be, like, you know, people will be like, oh, why did you talk about me on your stream? And then I'll be like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So yeah, if you do like 50% of the work, like if you get past like the initial hump of starting the task, you don't even have to finish it. But then once you do that, you're gonna be like, oh, well, I started, so most of the time you will finish it. Are Martin's abs okay? No, they're covered in scabies. Are all Martin's abs covered in scabies? You don't even have to finish it. So basically the plumbers in my town, they dig up everything, then leave a hole in your yard. Okay, there's things that need to be finished. But I'm saying, like, if you're procrastinating something, it's more for that. You should finish things, though, especially if it's leaving holes in people's yard. Plumbers, if you're watching this, don't listen to the advice I said about not finishing it. Thank you so much, Lemon. Can't wait for the gas prices to go down. When will they? Does anyone have any word on when they'll be going down? Why are they so high right now? Like, I haven't had a full tank in forever. Who knows, to be honest? This is not the answers I'm looking for. OMG, I paid $65 for a full tank this morning. That's how much my tank is about to be. And I have a freaking car that's so good on gas. 8-9! Thank you so much for subscribing! Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, 8-9. Thank you so much, 8-9. 8-9. I want to cheer myself up with like a trip to Colombia. Thank you so much, 8-9. I'm gonna be like, you know what? If I work like, I feel like I got into this like mode of working so hard that like when I can't stop itching it. When I stop working, I'm like, what is wrong with you? Why are you resting? Why are you happy? Why are you enjoying life? Why are you breathing? Why are you blinking? Why is your heart beating? Like if I stop working, then I'm like, I'm useless. I'm a failure, and I should just actually not even go back to work. I should just stop working, because what's the point if you're just gonna have fun every now and then? Like, what's the point? And well, she said go to Colombia, don't ever go to Tel Aviv. Oh my gosh. When I went to Colombia, this story should not be told. If I want sponsorships in the future. Never mind. Stop itching! I need to stop itching. Okay, go to... You watched Jennifer's Body today? I've never watched that. I wanna... Majid, thank you so much for subscribing! Majid, thank you so much. Mad GTV. So... I'm kind of like, you know, I need to like reward myself for my work in a way. Like, I plan on doing a bunch of work. Like, I have all of these like projects and stuff. Maggie, thank you so much for subscribing. I have all these projects and stuff for this month and this next month or two. And I'm like, I should reward myself at the end with a trip to Colombia. Watching your skits on Insta is my reward? Oh my gosh. Thank you. I'm so glad you guys like my stuff. My mom doesn't. Hi, Rahim Ert. Yeah, I want to go to Colombia. I want bandeja paisa. I want to finish learning Spanish. I forgot a lot of Spanish, but I think if I like sat down for like a couple weeks leading up to going to Colombia and just reminded myself of some of the words, and then I was just forced to speak it. Guys, I learned so much Colombian. I learned so much Spanish from like just forcing myself to like be in a situation where I have to speak it. But oh my god, if you have ever had to learn another language that way, it is genuinely such a headache. Like, it is such a headache to, like, only speak another language for months straight. I don't know how people move to, like, another country and just learn the language. Like, you guys, like, I don't even know how you do it. Like, the headache... Sorry, I actually have, like, an unrelated headache right now all of a sudden. I was learning Spanish, but I moved and quit using it and forget now. Well, yeah, it's crazy, like, how you can forget a language that you learned. It's just, like, so crazy. And it makes me wonder, if I didn't have to speak English every day, would I forget that, too? Like, geez. Like, I was, like, listening to, like, some Spanish music the other day, and I'm, like, hearing it, and I'm like, I know these words. Why don't I know what it is? Because, okay, when you learn Spanish, or when you learn another language from, like, the method I just told you, which is just integration, the integration method, and you just force yourself to be like integrated into learning the language, and you have no other choice but to learn to speak that language, because like otherwise you're not gonna eat, you know. You have to learn that language. When you force integrate yourself and you learn it that way, which I think is the actual best way to learn another language. When you do it, the way that you learn it is like, you should also be reading a book, of course, to teach yourself the grammar. Because, like, you could teach a toddler how to speak, but is a toddler going to know about grammar? You should always, like, teach yourself the grammar, of course. But, like, which is what I was doing. But you kind of, like, associate, you learn the words not by, like, memorization, but more so by, like, relation. Like, how do I even explain this? It's like if someone said, what is envelope in Spanish? Like, what is envelope? And then I'm like, I don't know. But, like, if I saw a picture of an envelope, I would see it and be like, oh, that's the word. It's like you just begin to know words, just like you would automatically, by hearing them, know what they mean. Or like you see images and just begin to associate, like, oh, this is a blanket. Oh, my blanket, I just cleaned it. This is my favorite blanket. This is a blanket, and like you look at it and you think blanket, but you're thinking it like in Spanish. And you don't even like think to, you're not trying to even translate it. That's the thing. If you learn another language just by like reading or something, or like teaching yourself, or by like school, you're just like translating all the time. It's like this to that, like you're just translating. Whereas if you like force feed yourself, like if you force integrate yourself into it, you'll just learn the words just by like seeing other people speak it. And envelope pest. And anyway, so I like, that's like how I learned most of the words I knew in Spanish. And of course that with the Spanish book, because like I could like read like 10 minutes of a Spanish book a day. Like before I go out, if I'm like, oh, I'm going to go get my nails done, let me like learn some, like look up some words like that are related to getting my nails done so I can like ask for what I want. Obviously that helps. Like I don't think you're really going to learn without doing stuff like that. But what was I gonna say? Where was I going with this? Oh, but yeah, now like I hear people speaking and I'm like, yeah, wait. Like I'm like, wait, I understand that, and I'm like, wait, no, I don't understand that. What did they just say? Like I know that word. What? Like I'll hear whole sentences and I'll be like, I know every word they just said, and then I'm like, wait, I actually don't remember any of those words. Like they're all familiar words that mean nothing to me now. And I'm like, I need to go back and learn Spanish and finish it. Are you good with flags? No, I don't. I don't memorize flags very well. We could do a live stream once a week learning Spanish, and we could all learn together. That would be fun. Also, everything that I know in Spanish, well, I wouldn't say everything. For most of the words I know in Spanish, hearing it in Portuguese, I'm like, oh yeah. Like I'll hear Portuguese sentences and then understand it, and then I'll be like, wow, I'm a genius. So, Portuguese will be next. If I stop typing, I start staring at you and falling in love with your beautiful face. Okay, guys. Guys, we can't be parasocial. Can't stop this feeling, wanting a more. Can't stop this record. What, do you speak any other language? No, I don't. I only speak English. And I should probably learn Spanish. I'm humbled by some of the people I know who are like Martin, for example. He grew up like speaking like 4 different languages. And now he speaks fluent Russian and English. But when he was growing up, he spoke... What do they speak in Romania? Romanian? I don't know. Sorry, that is so... Sorry, that was ignorant. I don't know. In Georgian, in English, in Russian. Some people actually have to learn hard languages. But Spanish is not hard, so I should at least learn that. Like, geez. Also, if you ever go to, like, Europe, which I didn't go to Europe, obviously, but I was around a ton of Europeans when I went to Costa Rica and Colombia, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so mogged. I'm so language mogged by them. They could, like, switch between, like, perfect American English and then speak, like, German, Spanish, Dutch, everything at once. I'm like, I should be ashamed of myself and my country. This is low-key motivating to hop back on Duolingo. You should. I think even Duolingo, like, it's not going to fully teach you how to learn a language, but Duolingo taught me all the basics of Spanish. Knowing all 197 flags autism. Is knowing all 197 flags autism? I would say that is a symptom. I would bring it up during your diagnosis test. Hi, Loki Abu. I was watching, like, Dr. Abu today on TikTok, and I thought of you. You have gone down the path. I don't know if you guys have seen his videos. Hi, I'm Kyla. Your hair is giving anime girl. Oh my gosh, yay. That's my goal. I love anime bangs, even though I've never seen anime. Well, no, I watched, Hell's Paradise. We're Americans. We don't even speak English properly. It's more like English. Yeah. The thing is, like, most Americans don't know English properly. That's even, like, worse. We don't even know, we don't know other languages. We don't even know our own language, like, very well. I don't know. Is it, like, I don't know why. I don't know if it's, like, the actual education curriculums are terrible. I think they are not the best in some ways. I don't know if it's the actual curriculums that are bad or teaching styles, or is it just, like, is knowing proper grammar and proper English, like, so undervalued in our country that we just don't think it's, like, cool enough to know how to speak properly? I don't know. I have a lot of horrible grammar, but I know good grammar. But a while ago, I started thinking it was funny to have horrible grammar when I speak. And I thought that was so funny. And I started doing ironically so much that now I permanently am like that. I'm permanently stuck speaking with horrible grammar all the time. And now it's not even funny anymore. I'm just actually devolved. So all of my years of college gone. Carmaxlla, if I were you, I would keep any sicknesses you have to yourself, kind of like the scabies thing. It will give people the wrong impression about you, them thinking you're filled with diseases and can't be around others. That's true. I guess that's true. But you know. Maybe I should think about that. I feel like my mom wrote that comment. I feel dumb when modern people talk. That's why doing things ironically isn't a thing, because it just becomes genuine. That is so true. That's been a long problem for me. Karma oversharing is her superpower. I know. That's true. Like, who would I be without oversharing? Guys, also I said I might have scabies. Did you forget? I might. I don't even know if I have them. Might. Like the mites on my skin? No, it could also just be like some like weird thing. I don't even know. Who might? Alan David Corey!
So you had mites burrowing into the skin to lay eggs. Home sweet home. I am currently undiagnosed. None of us know what it is. Yo, my back muscles, guys. Wait, you can't even see it because it's like... It's direct lighting. I have like direct lighting going on in there. I attempted my first V4 today, but I only did 2 attempts, and it was at the end of my climbing sesh, so my arms gave out. But I'll try it again. I will eventually be a V4 climber. Thank you, Shay. Come V4 climber. She's undiagnosed, but good news is whatever it will be named after her for future cases. Carmel is stronger than all of that put together. Guys, I might end my stream early today because I'm low-key just like so sad and I feel so unentertaining right now. I feel like I can't even entertain people right now. Why sad? I don't even know why I'm sad. Well, I do, but... Guys, when you're sad or like upset or angry or like you're having like something like emotional going on, you should actually journal about it, because I started journaling about like last year. I made it like my mission to journal like insane amounts about my feelings. And then you know what I realized? Like almost every single time it's like you have like something you're sad about or upset about. And that's what like you keep thinking it is. You start journaling about it and talking about it a ton. And then all of a sudden, the thing that's actually bothering you is like all the way over here. Like it's something that you would never have expected to bother you so much, and somehow it's like manifesting itself in this other issue going on. And you think it's this, but it's really like that thing like so far long ago. See, it's not ironic, guys. I've devolved. I've devolved. In my dialect. Like I'm sad about like one thing that happened today, but I'm almost certain like I've just journaled so much in my life. Like I at this point like it's pretty easy for me to make connections, but I'm like okay, I could tell you what I'm sad about, which I won't because it's like kind of personal. But I'm like I could tell you what I'm sad about, but then it's like but in reality I'm probably just like sad that like I have this like other issue going on. Like I feel misunderstood a lot, and that hurts for some reason. And I don't know why that hurts, because I felt like I did so much work on myself to not need to have the need to feel understood by everybody. But now it's kind of hurting that I feel like misunderstood so much. And then I'm like, you never know. I should go journal after this stream. If you do, we will all cry too. How do you feel misunderstood?
Mm. It's so stupid. It's so stupid if I talk about it. I would regret talking about it. It's too much to explain. I think I just have had this thing a lot in my life where I feel like misunderstood, but then I'm like, I don't care if anyone understands me. I'm Carmaxlla. Carmaxlla doesn't need anyone to understand her. And I'm like, you know, the only person who needs to understand me is me. And as long as I like dedicate so much time into understanding myself, then that's all that matters. So I dedicate all this time and I journal and I think thoughts and I like try to get to the bottom of my feelings all the time and understand myself fully. Thank you so much, Renan, for gifting a sub to Pleno. Thank you so much, Renan. And this is something that like genuinely stems back to like, I think the earliest memory of feeling this way was when I was like a toddler. Like this is like ancient for me. But thank you so much, Renan, for gifting a sub. And it's like specifically being misunderstood in this very specific area of my life. And I feel like I realized like when I was really young, where I was like, people are probably not ever gonna understand me about this. Like this is very niche. And I don't think I should ever like expect people to have to understand me or like put all this time and effort and energy and like understanding me, because like at the end of the day, like there's like a cap to how much people are able to like understand certain situations or certain like, you know, actions, situations, anything. There's like everyone around you is just like doing the best that they can. And I think like I've always felt like it was like selfish, not selfish, but not even like, what's the word? It's I've always felt like it was just like didn't matter to like try to like get people to understand me, because it's like I'm not gonna like go around being like, oh, I'm so misunderstood. I'm so like and it's like this very specific area of my life, kind of personal. And so then like I don't explain myself ever, because I'm like I've even had people chirp at me about this, and I'm just like, yeah, like I understand like why, like I'll like validate them and stuff, but I'll like never explain myself, because I'm like, I don't think that they would understand, and in that way I kind of sabotage myself. But I don't know, like I think that it was like recently like it got to me, and I was like, wow, I feel so alone. Like if you just spend your whole life like not caring about being understood, so you never like explain yourself to anyone, and then you never like talk about yourself or like go into depth about something or like explain your reasoning or whatever, and then people just go about misunderstanding you all the time, and it's like it's obviously not their fault, it's your fault for like not even trying to like tell them. But then I'm like, well, it's kind of useless. Well, then I did try to like explain it to someone, and I did try to like open up about it, and then I felt like still misunderstood, and then I was like, well, you know what, this is why I don't talk about it. And then I'm like, calm down, Carmaxlla, calm down. Then I'm like, okay, girl. And the more I understand myself, the less I care about others misunderstanding me. We vibe or we don't. No need to force fitting and just to be liked. I know, like, exactly. And like I have friends who understand this aspect of me very well without me ever having to explain it to them, because they went through the same thing that I went through. But then those same friends might not understand like other aspects of me. And it's like, well, is it stupid to be like, I just wish somebody would understand all of me and just accept me and like me? Not even like me, but just like understand. But then I'm like, well, that's me. I'm the person who understands me. And then I'm like, well, do I understand myself? If I'm so like butthurt that no one understands me, maybe that's like me. Maybe I'm the one. Maybe it's me.
like, I think I understand myself so well, but why am I so hurt when someone else is misunderstanding me? This is like one person recently who like I felt misunderstood by, and then I was like, do you guys actually relate to this? I don't want to. Okay, this might sound to the average ear like I'm just being like, no one understands me. I swear it's not that. Because, like, a little, nah. Not really, yes. Some of you. Some of you not. You can understand yourself but fail to express yourself to others. It's highly relatable. Yeah, I think I've done a lot of failing at expressing myself to others. Neurodivergent. Start explaining more to people you trust, even if they don't understand it. It would probably help you. It helps to talk to trusted people about personal things. Yeah, Melissa's really good at this. Like, she's really good at explaining her thought process, and she rubbed off on me a lot. And I feel like I have explained myself to certain people sometimes, but it's just not a muscle I've really exercised. Um, Hi, Sir Wyatt. It also takes time for people to understand each other. Sometimes you gotta give it time. What kind of person are you? How would you characterize yourself? I don't even know how I'd characterize myself. I would just say that I don't even know. I don't even know what I am right now. I would characterize myself as, oh, so hot. I'm kidding. I don't know what I would go. Can you give me examples of what that would look like to characterize yourself? so 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 I know. Yeah, I understand. I'm in, yeah, an original mind. I'm insanely understanding. It's a superpower. I can sometimes understand others better than the person understands themselves, if that makes sense. Like, I can see why you reacted that way. It was a knee jerk reaction to a thing you have yet to face with yourself. Yeah, I feel that way with myself. Like, I feel like when people tell me stuff about them, even like bad stuff they've done, I feel like I'm so understanding because I'm like, I know what it takes to like get to a point where you do something crappy. Like, I know what it takes to like get to a point where you do something like that you're not proud of. And like, I'm super understanding and not judgmental. I'm not like, oh, I won't hold you accountable. But like, I don't need to be the person that holds everyone accountable. I like indirectly end up being that person sometimes, but it's like I remember like the times in my life where I've done something crappy. It was like I feel like there was like some lead up to it. Like, some, not lead up, but like there was some level of like not reason, not justification, but like reasoning. So I feel like I'm pretty understanding. There's limits to how understanding I am about things, of course. I mean, there's always things that are like way too crazy. It's not easy to actually characterize yourself. How do you find the vocabulary to describe yourself? If you do, you're being honest or describing a person you wish you were. More honest, if you're journaling, record how you act during real world scenarios and reflect on it and grow. Yeah, it's really hard to characterize yourself. Like, yeah, exactly for that reason. Because it's like, if I like, if someone characterizes themselves, like either they're like it's gonna be from like some level of ego, whether it's like a sad ego or a confident ego, like, oh, I'm a great climber at the rock climbing gym, or I'm a terrible climber, can't even do a V4 today, failed twice on it. actually barely did a V3, sucked at that, took 4 attempts. Like, it, like, you're not really ever gonna have, like, a very accurate characterization of yourself. And then even the way that you do characterize yourself can always change. At least me, I change every day, every hour, every minute. Did you just say Carmaxlla for president, Renan? But I will say the best way to describe myself is I'm a person who likes to evolve. Like, I think my whole, like, mission is just to evolve as much as possible and work on myself as much as possible. And I like other people a lot. Like, I like my aloneness, and, like, I like myself, and I love being alone and just only with me. But I love other people so much. Like, I am a person who likes other people a lot. And I'm a person who values my friendship. But I wasn't like that before. I didn't value my friendships before. Wow, what a perfect bun. I wish I had like a bobby pin right now to put it in. Wow, incredible. It's always the best messy buns just kind of come out of nowhere. When you don't have bobby pins on hand. I hated to watch that go. Never eat people if you have to fight for your life. Thank you so much, Jeff, for the advice. Thank you so much. I know, you guys are literally my therapist tonight. Oh. Guys, I feel maybe what I feel right now is I just feel like, hold on, let me think before I say that. I low-key feel like I don't fit in anywhere. I just realized. But I feel that way like in my social life. But I also feel that way like I feel like I just don't belong like literally anywhere. Like, and I know that sounds really like corny to say, but like I feel like rejected by like literally everything. And I don't think that has anything to do with anybody else. I think that has everything to do with like definitely something internal. Like I wonder if there's like something in myself that like I'm not accepting. So therefore like I don't feel accepted literally anywhere else. Or understood. You're probably dehydrated. I think you're right. I think I am dehydrated. What scares you? What scares me right now? In this moment? I think the thing that's been scaring me lately is like there's something, but I can't put it into words. It's like feeling like you know when I know scorpions scare her. The thing that's been scaring me lately, oh, how do I even put it into words? I guess it's what scares everyone. It's just lack of certainty. But I feel like there's something more specific than that. Lack of certainty. I don't know. But anyways. You're worried about an unstable future or not knowing what is ahead? Yeah, the regular. Fear of the unknown. Yeah, the regular. But I feel like there's something more specific. I feel like I've been stuck in a really crazy existential crisis the past few months. Like, the existential crisis is like genuinely existential, like actually existential, like okay, this might sound kind of crazy, but like not even being able to like a lack of acceptance for like where I am, like a lack of acceptance for being alive. Like, I can't accept the fact that like I'm a human and that like I have to just do human things. Like, I have to like put one foot in front of another and go through this life and like actually live as a human being and like make money somehow and live like through the ups and downs of it. Like, I have to like actually like I can't accept it lately. I don't know why. Suddenly I'm like, wow, I actually have like been plopped into this life and I have to actually continue it and see it through. Do you know you know the song that's like, if you're going through hell, keep on going. You might get out before the devil even knows you're there. That song, that's how I feel. It's like, if you're going through hell, you just actually have to keep going. I'm not saying like Earth is hell. Like, it's great in a lot of ways. But it's like, good heavens. I'm not saying like being a human is hell. I think that I have a really, really great life compared to most people. I have so much more going for me than maybe like the greater portion of the planet. And there's so much for me to be grateful for. It's not even that I'm not grateful. It's just like, I'm just a little exhausted, I guess. At least it would give me a panic attack because it feels surreal how reality is. Yeah. Guys, don't get my merch right now. Don't get it. Don't get it. Don't get it. I need to change my manufacturer. I will make it cheaper, guys. A little bit cheaper. Not crazy, but I'm changing a manufacturer. That's literally how I feel. With the fear of dying with no accomplishment of my own. Yeah. I'm like, is there... Baltimore will do that to you. You can see how... Renan, thank you so much for giving us up to Mafia. Thank you so much, Renan. I really appreciate it. You can see how Carmaxlla's perception of the world has changed in 6 months. Great. Oh gosh. Thank you, Renan. A woman in her early 20s. I think I'm next. Carm's having a midlife crisis. Carm's quarter life crisis. This life reality is strange and makes little sense. Humans feel like something is... I'm studying. I feel like a visitor from somewhere I can't remember. I believe Earth is a type of hell. Limbo. Good at times, but way, way too bad. Dude, that is how I've been... I didn't want to say it like that because I'm like, that sounds a little gruesome, but yeah, that is how I feel. I don't even know if... This sounds so stupid, but like, a part of me just doesn't even feel like that like connected to being a human. And it's like, I want to be human, and it's like, sometimes I'm like, what am I doing here? Like, I look at other people and I look at myself and I'm like, I feel so disconnected. I'm just like, what are these like not to sound, not, I know how this sounds, but it's like, why are we like covered in like this like skin keeping all of our organs together? It's all wet in there and bony and all of this stuff, and you have to take care of it and feed it food. But if you have to feed it food and take care of it, you have to go to work to get money to buy things to take care of it, and you're like, then you have to use your body and then like, I'm just like, what are we like, I just don't even know. You're the worms girl. Yes, now I'm the scabies girl. Just, all kinds of issues. Just kidding. I don't know if I have scabies. The title was I might have scabies, not that I actually have scabies. Are you on TikTok? You look familiar. Yeah, I'm on TikTok. Very interesting. I was just thinking the other day how inhuman I feel. Yeah. You're a mind. You're not just a human. The human is a vehicle you drive around. You're another thing. Yeah. I'm learning genetics and it's heavy as fuck. Heavy like in a bad way. We live in an imperfect world mixed with good and bad and corruption, and it's always been that way since the beginning of time. Hopefully you don't feel overwhelmed by these feelings. I'm kind of old. I've learned you never stop evolving. If you did, it's a stagnant, comfortable, unmotivated. If you did, you'd be stagnant, comfortable, unmotivated. You're describing a lot of unknowns. Humanity thirsts to learn those unknowns. Thirst to hydration of soul. Interesting way to put it. To be honest, you shouldn't feel bad because some people have it worse than you. It's like you have the right to feel bad about yourself. Oh, thank you, Shay. Hydro Snake. Yeah, I do feel like I'm looking for something inside of nothing.
You have to take care of your body so the mites have a place to lay their eggs.
You have to take care of your body so the mites have a place to lay their eggs. I have to take care of my body so I can incubate my children, aka the mites. Maybe this isn't how it's supposed to be. What it feels like. A strange dream. It does feel like a strange dream. And I don't want to call this I'm not going to say I have autism or anything. Because I was never diagnosed. I never saw like a psychiatrist or anything. And so I'm not going to self-diagnose with like autism or ADHD or anything like that. But like one thing that I've always related to with people with autism is like pattern recognition. And I feel like gosh, nothing I'm describing is like gonna sound sane at all, but I feel like my whole life, like since instantaneous birth, I feel like I've had like really ridiculous pattern recognition. I feel like if my brain is like hyper aware of anything in this world, it's like patterns. Like I feel like I just see patterns with everything, and I was like that since I was a kid. Like everything just like to the point where like even as a kid I was like I can predict the future. Not because like I'm psychic, because I see this like one pattern repeating itself over and over and over and over. Like I see like in our reality we have just one thing happening over and over and over. It's like the algorithm. I don't know how else to explain it. It's like there's just one thing and you can like use that to predict everything basically. It's like in a way, it's not like life is boring because of it, but in a way, yeah, I feel like I just know everything that's about to happen. And when I was a kid, I'd be like, go to my parents and I'm like, Jesus told me this is about to happen. Because I didn't know what I was, it wasn't Jesus, it was just like my own, like, I was just like, yeah, this is about to happen. So I'd go to my parents and be like, guys, this is about to happen. Jesus told me. And then it would happen. Because I just like, and it's not even that I'm psychic or anything crazy like that. It's just like there's like a very clear thing that is just happening over and over and over. Like there's just this one outcome, or like this one storyline, or this one repetitive, like it's like a computer program that just happens over and over and over and over and over. And it's just like and it's just going on and on and on.
And it's not like made life like, I don't want to say it's made life boring, but in a way it has. In a way I'm just kind of like, I feel like I just know. I'm not, like, I don't predict the future. Like, oh, I can predict something that's about to happen. Like, but I have. But it's not like that. It's not like, I can tell you what's going to happen tomorrow. I can tell you, like, when this person will die or whatever. I mean, sometimes I have, but that's not the point. The point is, it's not like that. It's like, it's made things like mundane. I don't know. I did cut my hair. In the same way, I can see a pattern of what's going to happen. Like, what's going to happen to a person, but it's not because I see the future, it's because I see a pattern. Yeah. I think I was just dropped on my head as a kid. That's probably what really happened. The most aggravating thing about seeing patterns is that you can't really tell anyone about it as you're seeing it unfold. It's like, you know, but be quiet about it. Mad annoying. Yeah. That is the most agonizing thing about it. You can't tell anyone. Dude, you know, okay, this is not even like, this is not even, I'll tell this story now because it's been a minute. And I haven't spoken to this person in forever. I will keep their identity so sealed up for this, of course. But there are things that I do feel like low-key psychic about. Okay, aside from like the like pattern recognition and like more technical. I feel like pattern recognition is very technical. Because it's literally just like, it's there is just a programming, whether we want to like really like and like talk about it or like see it as like a fact, but there is just like one thing that's happening over and over in a way. There is like one general pattern. But anyways, okay, there's been some psychic things though that I've experienced. Okay, actually they're pretty dark. Everything I'm about to mention, there's just death. I just realized everything just has, that I'm about to say has like death involved. So whatever. So I had this dream about this person that I was very close to. And I fell asleep. I had this dream that he sat me down and he was like, Carmaxlla, I have to tell you something. And I was like, okay. And he was like, you know how my dad got deported? I was like, yeah. Like, that was something that I knew in my actual life. I knew his dad had been deported. And he was like, you know how my dad got deported? Well, there's something I never told you about that. And I was like, really? What is it? And we're like sitting at a table and we're just like having this conversation. And he's like, so he actually like killed 2 people. And when they caught him, it was like gang violence. So it wasn't like they didn't, and also he didn't have his papers or anything, so they didn't like keep him, imprison him, and like give him a trial. They just kind of like deported him. But yeah, he had killed 2 people, and all of that. And I was like, really? I never, that's kind of crazy. Like, I mean, okay. So your dad killed people. That's pretty crazy. And he's like, yeah, I just never told you because it's like kind of whatever. And we were like talking, and I was like, interesting. And I was just like sitting with that information. It's like, that's crazy. Like, he's just kind of like a chill guy. Like, even I like have like talked to him on the phone, and he's just like killed people before. That's pretty crazy. I was just like thinking about it. I'm like, huh, interesting. And mind you, that had happened like 20 years. That happened like 18 years prior. And so I wake up and I'm like, what a funny thing. That's so funny. And I call my friend. I'm like, dude, I just had the craziest dream. And he's like, what was it about? And I was like, it was about you and your dad. Like, apparently, like in my dream, like like, you told me that your dad killed people and that's why he got deported. And then he got, like, quiet and he was like, is this a joke? And then I was like, no, that was my dream. And he was like, did you, like, look me up or something? And I was like, look you up? And then he takes a minute, and then he's, like, searching on his phone. Like, he's like, brrr, like, he goes quiet. And he was like, I don't know how you would know this. And I was like, no, what? And he's like, or, like, I don't know. Well, it doesn't matter. Did I tell you this? And I was like, no, it was my dream. And then he was just like, yeah, that's a pretty crazy dream. I don't know, like, what that came from. And I was like, yeah, crazy. And then he calls me back, like, an hour later, and he's like, Carmaxlla, I'm really confused why you had that dream. Like, you're sure I didn't actually say this to you before? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, I'm actually just, like, baffled right now, but, yeah, that actually is the reason why you got deported. But I really don't like to talk about it. And yeah, he did kill somebody. And I was like, oh, it was just one person? And then he paused for a second and he's like, it was two. And I was like, really? Because that's exactly what my dream said. And then he was like, I'm very confused right now. Like, I'm just actually kind of baffled. He's like, he was just, like, in a state of shock. Guys, I'm psychic. And then this other one was kind of sad. Like, I had a dream that my friend died, and then, like, a month later he died. And that one was also pretty crazy and specific too. Like, very interesting. Very interesting. And then there were a couple other dreams too, but guys, have you guys ever had a prophetic dream? Or a dream that revealed information to you that you previously didn't know. Guys, I actually had no idea. I actually had no way of knowing that. You can't even search up, like, records like that for that. Like, there's, like, no case. It wasn't even something that was documented. I'm bored of human. I seek out novelty. That's why I did psychedelics. Read philosophy. I get the rhythm of being human, and I'm bored of it. Yeah, that's how I feel. I feel like I already know the rhythm of being human. It's like, just the same things. Like, it's like a very obvious cycle that I'm in, and everybody's in. And I'm like, meh, this is so obvious. Kind of bored, low-key. I'm kidding, not bored. Bored isn't the way to put it. I know, can I just dream about, like, lottery tickets? I have always known that the brain is why can't I pronounce this word? What the hell? I'm so embarrassed. This can't be happening on live on the internet. How do you pronounce this? Facultatively. Facultatively. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Pretend that I know how to pronounce that. Facultatively, quantum, in that it causes premonitory dreams, or that pattern that one manages to see, or those dreams where you feel like you're falling out of body experiences, etc. Lawrence! You know that in the Bible, Joseph of Egypt interrupted Pharaoh's dreams and they were warnings of the future? Let's talk politics. That is a banned topic in my chat. Please don't. What if you have a dream of someone without their consent? Oh my. What goes on in my head is none of their concern. This chat. Sorry guys, I'm like itching everywhere.
I literally keep zoning out. My brain is fried. I know. I need... Don't clip that. Please don't clip that. Do not clip me itching my butt cheeks. Psychedelics can cause psychosis. Your brain is really creating everything. Guys, I don't think I should ever do psychosis. I don't think I should ever do psychedelics in my life. I think I surely have the... I don't even know if it's fleas. I think it might be... It might be the scabies. I can take this feeling, wanting to know. Can't stop this record, baby, but I can't straight any. Okay, guys. I might end the stream. ASMR, I eat the mic challenge. Might find mushrooms interesting. I did. I think I would. I have a friend who did that. Please do not start that shit. I don't think I would. I don't trust myself. You might find crack and just interesting. Not that people came to Stern and swear, but my experience with LSD has been weird. Mushrooms are also intense for me for the first couple times. I don't know if I have the brain. I think that I have too bad. I think I have too active of an imagination to ever be someone who should try that. My imagination is way too active. I'll probably this is what I did when I did edibles, guys. My brain is like, oh, you did an edible? Oh. There's a demon behind you. Oh, it didn't even kick in yet, but you're scared. And you're actually going to see it because the edibles will make you see it. Oh, you just took an edible? Does your heart feel a little weird to you? I will take it, and within the first 5 minutes I'm panicking because I took it, and my brain is just, I think I have way too active of an imagination. I have a weird tripe of my life and death, and I don't want to die. A weird what of your life? I had a weird trip of my life and death, and I don't want to die. She had that moment of staring into the horizon for 5 minutes. Oh, you saw your death? That's crazy. You just get... Yeah, I think it's just my own brain. My own brain is just... That's just how she is. She's just a little bit, scared of everything, low-key. With a big imagination. You can call the ambulance. Same if life feels lucid dream mostly. Yeah, if you're already open to experience, I wouldn't recommend them. You have a pretty great personality. Hardcore psychedelics can be a roll of dice with that. I've seen them permanently alter people. Yeah, I don't think I'm the brain who would handle that well. I think people handle it a lot better who aren't the level of overthinkers that I am. I overthink. I don't even overthink. I just think a lot. I think quite a bit. I just think a lot. I have a lot of thoughts that can happen in the span of a millisecond. I don't think it's possible to overthink. I think you either think a lot or you're just not thinking that much. Or I feel my brain, I'm thinking of if there's oh, I have a whiteboard, I could draw it. This is my brain. If this is like the normal person's brain, it's like this is what they're thinking of. And they have all this noise around them. Like, but they can still think of that one thing still. Wow, I just have drawn a cervix. Incredible. Okay. This is the thing that they like focus on. Like, oh, they're thinking about a cat. Okay. They're thinking about whiskers. Well, me, I try to think about whiskers. But instead of thinking about just one whiskers, I'm thinking about every single thing in the universe at the same time about whiskers. I'm like, oh my gosh, whiskers. Whiskers is a cat. Whiskers. So, like, this is the one thing I'm trying to think about. But instead, I just think about all these things that low-key kind of have nothing to do with whiskers. Like, everything that has to do with whiskers at once, but everything that kind of has nothing to do with what I need to be thinking about. Like, oh my gosh, whiskers is a cat. It has fur. It has organs. It's a cat. Blah, blah, blah. Like, oh my gosh, whiskers is there's so much about whiskers. And then my grocery list and, like, my car and like how do I connect to whiskers? Is whiskers like me? Am I very much different from them? I start getting like philosophical about it and like everything. There's just not one, like I can't like think about just one whisker. Oh, a cat, that's cute. Too much going on. This is, you're already tripping. This is why I should never do drugs. I think I'm just already there. No drugs. Yeah, no drugs. This is the diagram. This is like drawn out like solidly why I don't think I should ever do drugs. There's just like in the span of like a second that I like look at Whiskers the cat, I just cannot think of one thing. Like, oh, that's why I liked alcohol a lot for a while, because alcohol makes you think of one thing at a time. Like, I could, like, if I looked at a cat, I'm like, oh, it's a cute cat. Oh, it's just a cute cat. Dude, alcohol is very soothing if your brain is like this. If I'm on alcohol, it's like Whiskers looks like this. Whiskers is so cute. Whiskers is so cute. I'm Whiskers. I go meow. And Whiskers is like, eh. That's Whiskers when I'm on alcohol. When I drink alcohol, done. This is what I see. I'm just like, oh, it's so cute. Like everything, I can just appreciate the little things like Whiskers. High off her proteins. Carmaxlla does drugs, she will end up meeting the sun and tell us about the sun's childhood. Drugs will convert her to Einstein. There's positive shrooms and negative shrooms. On mushrooms with a friend, we were having the same thoughts at the same time, ate pizza at it super fast. Dude, I swear I have the same thoughts as, like, me and my brothers would have the same dreams, y'all. We like, me and my brothers share dreams a lot. My brothers have this same issue I have. Whiskers! Whiskers! Like, I could look at a cat and just think, why am I here? Like, somehow that will lead to, like, what is my purpose here on the planet? Are we in the Matrix?
I wish I could have one thought at a time. I could have one wish. It would be that I have one thought and I can like focus on one thing at a time. I would never be medicated though. I don't think I would ever be I like my brain too much. Like I like it so much. I just need to chill out. Like lately I've been freaking myself out about my future too much. Like I just need to figure out how to chill out. And once I chill out, like Whiskers will be like looking like this all the time. I feel like when I look at Whiskers, I see the totality of Whiskers' life, Whiskers as he is, and I see the totality of my life, and then the totality of all that is interconnected and woven into each other. And I wish I could just appreciate Whiskers and how cute he is in the moment and just appreciate the moment. Wow, I didn't realize how many of us were low-key, like, stuck in the Matrix and aware of it. I thought you guys were all going to be calling me crazy, but, like, only, like, 4 people have called me crazy and everyone else is relating. I feel like that one, like, Homelander meme where he's, like, expecting everyone to hate him, but then they clap for him and then he's like, oh yeah. Yeah. I am pretty great. I'm kidding. Alright, guys. I will see you guys another day. You get the community you deserve. You guys are the best. You guys are the best, bro. Do you guys know Tota? You guys are the best, bro. I haven't seen Tota in forever. What happened to him? Does he still stream? I look him up. You know speak? Tota. Where'd he go? What happened to him? When was the last time he posted? 5 days ago? Oh, he's still out there. Wow, this looks like Colombia. I want to go to Colombia so bad. If I just bought a plane ticket to Colombia, I think like 100% of like all my pills would be chill. This looks like Colombia. Why not Brazil? Well, Colombia, like, I just miss Colombia specifically right now for some reason. I want to go to Brazil soon, though. Me and my family, me and my brothers are planning a Brazil trip for when they all turn 18.
Everywhere they go.
We're all, once my youngest brother is an adult, we're going to Brazil. Brazil! I know, I want to learn Spanish first, and then I feel like I'll understand enough Portuguese to want to learn it. Okay, guys, I'll speak to you later. No, Carm, I'm JK. Do not come to Brazil. Oh, wait, you're in Brazil? They're going to harvest your toenails? I wish my dad taught me Portuguese. Guys, you guys don't know the feud. The feud of 23, I think it was. My OG chat, I had a moderator who was Brazilian and like a OG chatter who was Brazilian. And they got in such a feud over Brazilian politics. They threatened to kill each other in my chat. And it was so bad that one was a moderator on Twitch, one was a moderator on Discord. It got so bad that the Discord moderator banned every single member from my Discord and essentially nuked my Discord, and lost my entire Discord server. Because I couldn't unban them, and they would just be back. They all had to, like, join back in. And I lost so much of my, like, OG chatters that way because I thought they got banned from my Discord. And they threatened to, like, find each other in person and kill each other. It was so bad. And that was the day my Discord died. That was the day that war was waged. And our Discord suffered for it. That's so crazy. I didn't know you were in Brazil. That's so cool. Bye, Carm. Come back and don't abandon us. I promise I won't. Oh, it gets crazy in Brazil. I know one thing in Portuguese. I think. Eu não falo português. Eu não falo português. And I also know meu pai é do Brasil. And what else do I know? I think that's it. 2 sentences. Incredible. Okay, bye guys. I love you guys. I'll see you guys Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Bye guys. Everyone, thank you to everybody on the board. Thank you to Joseph Soros. Thank you to Brian Chevy. Thank you to Leech. Thank you to Original Mind. Thank you to I Wear Letterhosen. Thank you to KB Klecken. Thank you for waking up crying. Thank you to Kevin. Thank you to 8-9. Thank you to Maggie. Thank you to Renan. Thank you everyone who donated and subbed tonight. I love you all. I'll see you guys Thursday. This Thursday is not the paint stream. We're gonna do the paint stream next Thursday because I was just commissioned to do a painting by my friend, and I want to get that done as snap as possible. Hey! Stop itching it, Carmela. Stop itching it. Okay. You're pretty chill. You guys are pretty chill too. Okay, guys. TTYL. See you Thursday. Don't get scabies. Bye, Lawrence. Bye, Cass. Bye, Cozy Boy. Bye, Alex. Bye, Mad GTV. Bye, Life is Wild. Bye, Alex. Bye, Uknoki. Bye, Bryant. Bye, Lawrence. Bye, Cher Wyatt. Bye, MPC Hero. Bye, Parzi. Bye, Hydra Snake. Bye, Flying Spaghetti. Bye, Metal Face. Comment so I could say goodnight to you. Bye, Jeff. Bye, Bertring. Okay, bye, guys. Bye, Metal Face. Bye, everybody.